Hi, my name's Matt and I'm the head florist and manager of Drake Algar.
Hi, my name's Tash and I'm the owner of Drake Algar.
Basically, the shop was just a relay shop, so it was a branded relay shop that just did cheaper bouquets. So we wanted to tailor our flowers and our techniques towards the more top end, where we felt there was a definite niche in the market. And that's what we've done, and by actually changing the branding and the interiors of the shop to be more modern, to be more funky, we've attracted a different sort of clientele, one with more cash to spend, basically.
I had no previous experience of it, no understanding of it, and I just took the view that, that after a while I'd be able to work out how it works.
Because I've been doing this for a number of years, nearly 20 years, I've obviously built up a portfolio of people that I trust. And when I came to this shop, I stripped and changed all the existing suppliers because through experience I knew they were not as good as I wanted. And I have preferred trusted suppliers, especially for important things like weddings. But it's a matter of time and getting to know people. It's difficult, it's a continual battle as to what to know to buy. Obviously this time of year it's August, so most families are away, most businesses, a lot of people are away. A lot of our corporate customers are either shut down, so you have to do it on a day-to-day basis. Obviously you can look at figures what happened last year. Obviously last year was a completely different ball game. We was a lot busier, so it really is a matter of experience. If you're not sure, obviously buy stock which you know is going to last longer rather than stock which is perishable. So again, it's another learning curve. Daily, you're normally up about 4:30, leave the house by 5, 5:15. Depending on which market that I go to, I use 2 different markets, one in Covent Garden, and the best one I think is J Van Fleet in Enfield. But because I'm based centrally, either way it's a long journey. And obviously when you're there, you've got to spend time, it's crucial you spend time to pick the right products, to make sure that they're fresh. Transporting flowers is quite a difficult thing to achieve. Obviously day-to-day bouquets aren't so bad, but obviously when you're doing events, anything to do with glassware, that is the problem. You can be going all the way to Hampshire with 7 200-pound glass vases. Obviously if someone pulls in front of you and you break, that could be the end of 7 400-pound vases. So that it's actually not the flowers that's the problem, it's the containers they're in. And you just have to get used to packing and driving carefully, etc. Recently we've set up a system where we can deliver our bouquets nationally anywhere for the next day, because we use relay companies, but we would rather our quality gets out there. I have 8 members of staff. They're not all full-time. I pull members of staff in if we have events rather than actually have staff here 5 days a week, particularly at the beginning of the week when it's not particularly that busy. We have a larger plant side of a contract because we do plants, hiring of plants and maintenance of plants as well as the flowers. So each member of staff has a specialised area which they deal in, and we call them in when we need them in. Full-time members of staff, there are 3 on every day, which seems to be enough. But the most important thing is to have pull-in staff when you're busy. Training is interesting because I tend to shy away from people who've just come out of college doing NVQ floristry, because they know the technical know-how, but the way that they actually perform that is very, not outdated, but not practical. If you've got to make 200 buttonholes, and you've got to wire each flower, £4 a buttonhole, you'll be there for like 3 weeks. So I tend to go for more experienced florists who have had some actual in-shop training, and I would stress that to anyone who wanted to take on staff. Biggest areas of profit really are events where you can make things look amazing, again without using huge amounts of stock. Obviously what we do here is we buy several different selections of vases, glassware, which we rotate and use. We don't charge our customers glass hire, which is a promotion. So we've already got the vessels, but we're still charging for the overall effect. So again, you can make money through being creative, not necessarily for just throwing a couple of things together. You would need to make at least double on your cost prices. Obviously, there are certain ways of making more money or sustainable money by buying things like plants and things which you know are going to last longer. It's a real trick because obviously at the moment everyone's penny pinching, so they want amazing looking flowers for half the cost of what it would have been this time last year. So it's just about then your creativity and making something look expensive for nothing. There are two only low peaks in floristry really. January, the whole month of January, everyone is dead, but floristry has the bonus of Valentine's. So once we hit February the 14th, that is really the start of our floristry calendar, if you like. The only other one then is really August.
Because the retail end is really dying. There are less and less people coming into the shop to buy flowers and order flowers. And essentially flowers lends itself to the internet really, really well. So it was the next natural step to create a website. We've only really been in operation for about 2 years online. The first year was mainly setting up, and now I would say a good 30% is driven by online traffic. Mainly actually not people ordering flowers for bouquets, but mainly actually through weddings. That's where the majority of the income comes from online.